Hello everyone, here's your daily reading for the 28th of August 2018. I think it's the first time I'm doing this in English, so, well, I'm not nervous, but I'm curious how it's gonna be. As you can see, the cards are already on the table and I pre-shuffled them. I'm using the beautiful Zillich Tarot. I'm not sure how the name of the creator is spelled, but she's a very talented human being. I love her work, and this is my favorite deck right now. I hope the publisher will decide to publish it also in a bigger size, because it's a very small size, quite handy, I have to say. I like it. So let's shuffle a little bit more, just for us to know what to expect. Sorry for the instability of the vision. My tripod has been recently, the Wheel of Fortune appearing, has been destroyed recently, and I'm using this, the second one I'm having, but it's not that good, and I'm waiting for the better one to arrive by post, by postal service. So the 28th of August 2018, the sun is in Virgo. It's the time of harvest, a very special time of the year. The summer is ending here in northern hemisphere. The days are shorter and the air is asking us to contemplate and sum up. Especially that also the numerical year is about to end and another one is about to begin. On the first new moon in September, which is in about 12 days from now. So very contemplative, I think. Very contemplative energy, for me at least. Let's see, what are we supposed to know? What are we supposed to see through the cards for the 28th of August 2018. One more. And one more. Okay. We have the Emperor. We have 8 of Discs, which is the Sun in Virgo card. And lastly, the Justice card, which is Judgment in this deck. It's not the Justice number 11 or 8, as we are all accustomed to. It's quite a different card here, quite a different name. Okay, I repositioned the tripod and the cards so you can see them better. Well, once again, the Emperor, number 4, 8 of Discs, which is the 8 of Pentacles, in other words, the Earth element, and Justice, which is another major arcana. So we have 2 major arcanas, which can indicate this is an important day, a day where we feel major influences from the outside, but still we are absolutely capable of managing it, because the 8 of Discs is very much about managing things. It's called Prudence in this deck, and I will start from this card. You can see a lady here, or someone who looks like a woman, who is contemplating a beautiful exotic-like flower. But generally this card is, when I look at the absolutely visually, without thinking about the meaning of the card, which is the way of reading tarot that I quite like. I can see this card is divided into two parts, the bright one and the dark one. And the dark one, which also includes her gone, it looks like snow falling. Look, a little bit like this. So I think this card is very much about anticipation on what's gonna come and preparing for it. Because even if now she's looking at the beautiful flower, she knows deep inside that the winter is coming. And even if now it's winter, it depends on how you look at the card. Even if the winter is now, she still sees with this eyeless face, but she's looking towards the flower. She still knows that the spring is gonna come and the summer is gonna come, and the flowers will bloom again, and the world will be bright and beautiful again. So it's very much about planning, I think, about planning carefully what to do with your energy, with your resources. Energy and time, these are the main resources we have in life. So she's anticipating and she's working, because this card is very much about work, and it's about everyday work. Our ancestors, if they wanted to live through the winter, they had to be prepared for it, and they had to work the whole year to make all the resources available to make what's the name for it? Something they will be able to eat during the winter when the world is barren and cold. So it's about everyday work. It's not about, one big jump kind of the work. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. You, in 8 of discs, you need to be more like an ant or like a bee. They work every day, little by little, and little by little they create great wealth. And this is about creating great wealth by tiny little steps. 8 of discs, and also planning. What will I need? What will I have to have in the future? What do I need to do now in order to be prepared in the future for what's gonna come? And I think you can be very decisive about it tomorrow, because the energy is generally very strong and kind of severe even. It doesn't have to be cruel, but we have the Emperor here, which is the main masculine force in Tarot, is the masculine archetype, the archetype of the father. We have the symbol of Aries here, and Aries is very much about beginnings and getting things started and a new fire. It's like spring in some way, but it's also like fire. We have 2 fires here. We have Earth. Emperor is fire because it's connected with Mars, and Justice is as the judgment, final judgment. It's also very much connected with fire. I know it's sometimes called the Plutonic energy, but it's like going through fire. It's like going through very demanding circumstances in order to arrive on the other side. Sometimes this card is called New Life. But you need to die before you rise from the dead. I will go to this back later, but now I want to focus on Emperor. Emperor is a very decisive energy. He knows what to do, and he has no doubts about what actions need to be taken. It's very much about responsibility, I feel. And sometimes the the responsible decisions we need to make aren't the ones that are very popular or easy to make, but they need to be made. And the Emperor understands it. The Emperor is very much about action. You see the red gown. This is vitality. This is taking action. This is making decisions. So I think tomorrow we all will be very ready to make final decisions. Why final? Because the Justice card, it's really hard for me to say justice here, because it's not justice. It's not justice in this deck is called adjustment, as in the Thoth deck. But this is the final judgment. This is judgment. This is new life. But this is also the final, as I said, the final judgment of how things are, how all the things really look like. This may be the final call. You can see the person here who's half dead. I like those contrasts in these cards. You can see this part of the card is very much black and white and grey, so no color here. But this person is definitely rising from this uncolored state into the more bright and colored state. And this is the new life I was talking about. This is definitely about new life, new chance. But there also has to be a decision made about what was the past? How do I see it? Because the Judgment card is very much about understanding everything, understanding the source of everything and the effect it took on everything. It's about understanding and also forgiving. Forgiving. Mostly forgiving yourself, but also forgiving others. And when you understand and when you forgive, you have this beautiful chance to enter a new part of your life, but with the memory of the past and with this understanding I was talking about and with this forgiveness I was talking about. And this is the great gift. This is a great gift for everyone. If you can really use it in your life, if you can appreciate the chance you're given. This is a beautiful thing. It's not like with reincarnation that we forget everything. No, we have the chance to learn from our previous mistakes, or so-called mistakes, lessons, let's say. From our previous lessons, we are able to use the knowledge we gained and incorporate it into our lives. So this day is beautiful for making these kind of decisions, full of understanding and forgiveness, but still very, very important decisions about your future well-being. This card, here it's called Prudence, but sometimes it's called the Mountain. So this day you can start climbing the mountain. You can decide that, yes, I want to climb this mountain. I want to achieve something. I want to start a new chapter of my life. And it can be very ambitious, I feel. I definitely feel it with the Emperor. But now you see clearly, because there is clarity here in the Justice card. You can see clearly that this is the right time. And this is your chance to trespass some threshold. The Justice, the Major Arcana number 20 is also called the Gate card, which means that after you use this energy, after you embrace this energy, you are able to move forward in your life. By some point, you weren't able to move forward before. You weren't able to trespass before. Now you are. Now you understand why. You understand what, and you are brave and decisive to make it. So, I think it's going to be a beautiful day for many of us. And I wish you beautiful day, but also, as I said, a decisive one. Use this energy for your greatest good. Blessings. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.